Morning, everybody. Today is chapter 2 in the 10x rule. The chapter is titled "Why is the 10x rule vital?" And what Grant is really going into in this chapter is the pitfalls and how this is very impactful to any person that wants to use it. Whenever you're beginning a new venture, most people aren't estimating the right amount of energy and the right mindset that it's going to take to break through. In one instance, he calls it breaking through the noise. Sometimes the market doesn't know you. It doesn't know what you're offering. It might not want what you're offering. You may have the best something ever, be it a service or goods, and you need to break through the noise. There's so much other competition out there, and the commitment has to be so high that when most people come in, it's going to need to be, as it is, 10 times higher than what you're expecting just to break through so people start hearing you. That's before they even start buying you. First thing that he said was, he had said that in his lifetime, he hadn't done all the steps in the 10x rule correctly. One of the things that he always did was he worked way harder than everybody else. But he had said, I didn't do the right estimate of time or effort. He had started his first business and he was about 29 years old and he was making good money at a job. He quit his job and he was like, you know what? I've got to make an estimation on how much time it's going to take. I think it's going to take me 3 months. He was way wrong. It took him 3 years, so 12 times as long. And in that time, he was almost ready to quit. And his point was, it wasn't about the money that I was quitting, it was about the resistance. And he made every excuse under the sun. He was like, it's my fault, it's their fault, it's the market's fault, it's not the right time, these people are stupid, I'm stupid. And while he was saying that, I was like, wow, I've used so many of those excuses. Like, a lot for me, like where I was at was I blamed myself so much. Like, I'm stupid, I'm not doing the right work, I've got ADD, I feel depressed, I'm not getting up. So then, and that comes to like the first note about the chapter. When somebody runs into resistance, the first thing people do is when they have a target and they run into resistance about it, the first thing they do is they move the target back. It's not the target's fault. All right, it's not on the target to make itself attainable. It's on you to attain the target. So it's not the target, it's the work. How much work are you putting in? And as I've been, just even the feeling, these first couple days, the way folks have responded to me just yesterday and how I feel getting up today, it's the work. So there's that estimation of how much work that you're going to need to do, and understand that resistance is going to be coming. And the big rule that he says, all right, is that any target that is attacked with the right amount of actions, okay, and the right mindset, with persistence, is attainable. So if you're doing the right things and you do them with the right amount of energy, consistently, you can get it. And I think of other stories about that. Like, for instance, Jim Carrey, who, Jim Carrey wrote himself a $20 million check. I think it was in like 1988, and he put it in his wallet. And he was going around LA, he was doing auditions, he was on In Living Color, and Living Color disappeared, and at one point in time he was like homeless, and he just kept the faith, and he kept working, and then he hit Ace Ventura, and he got a $20 million check. Just that persistence, he kept going, and kept going, and kept going, and kept going. They're like Thomas Edison, he made 1,000 versions of the light bulb until 1001 finally worked. He just kept going and kept going and kept going. So for those of you out there that are hearing this, that vital part of the 10x rule is about, you need to estimate how much work and what kind of work you need to be doing in order to get to the next level. So yesterday I was finding out the various things that I needed to do to put together to make this work. And last night I got some started. I started a Facebook like page. I was kind of playing around with Twitter to figure out how winning was that. And I was estimating how many auditions I'll be able to get done first thing in the morning. Consequently, I got up a half hour earlier. I was on the road way early today. It's 7 o'clock. I'm finishing this right now. It's 7 o'clock. And I was just coming in the door from my run at about 7:40 yesterday. So more time to get more things done this morning. Better estimation of time and get more work done. So I'm about to start my day. All right. Peace and blessings. I'll probably fill in some more things after this so y'all can see how my day's going. I thought it might be cool to include today what I'm actually doing. This is my VO studio right now. Blanket over a pull-up bar. I actually use this phone to read my scripts, and I mount it right here so I can get in here and listen. Speak right through this pop-up filter I made with a hanger and some thigh highs. Got my mic on the other side. I have my recording software down here. I have Audacity right there, and then this goes into the internet over here, and then I submit auditions from there. So I just kind of pull this down. It gets pretty hot in here, so because I'm in my room under a blanket. But hey, this is how we get started. This is how we grind. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. This is what I'm getting to work with. This is just an add-on for today. Is that what happened today was I started working, got up real early. Everything started fantastic. Actually, the day went very well. I ended up having a job interview, and during the course of my job interview, I'm sitting there, kind of being on my phone, and ended up killing the battery to my phone, and couldn't work for the rest of the day. I got an older battery, so it doesn't really charge as well. So I was a little like, it's 1 o'clock, and I just woke up again, and I'm just editing this video. Things were accomplished. I got a new job, yay, and I'm looking forward to starting on that. But there was more productivity. I did more than I've done recently. More auditions were done today. I got up earlier, more setups, more running, ate healthy. But I do wish that I'd used more of the hours of the day. I don't know if anybody's felt that before. Weird to say that out loud. Like, I've done more recently than before, but I feel like if I'm talking 10x, there's more that I could have done today. But I'm gonna pass out, finish this, and get